Ever wondered what World War II actually looked like? Not in grainy black and white, but in full, shocking color. For decades, our vision of the world's greatest conflict has been filtered through a monochrome lens, making it feel distant, like a story from another time. But what if we could peel back that gray curtain and witness the war as the people who lived it saw it? Today, we're diving into a documentary series that does just that. World War II in color. Released in 2009, this groundbreaking series took on the monumental task of colorizing thousands of hours of archival footage. This wasn't just about adding a splash of paint to old film. It was a meticulous, painstaking process by historians and technicians to restore the authentic colors of the uniforms, the landscapes, and the machinery of war. The result is absolutely breathtaking. Suddenly, the distant past feels terrifyingly immediate. The faces of soldiers are no longer abstract figures. They are young men with flushed cheeks and eyes full of fear, hope, and determination. The series guides us chronologically through the entire war, starting with the simmering tensions of the 1930s. We see the unsettling rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party, not as a historical footnote, but as a vibrant, terrifying political movement. The crimson red of the Nazi banners against the stark black and white of their uniforms becomes a powerful visual symbol of the ideology that would soon plunge the world into darkness. The series explains the complex political maneuvering, the broken treaties, and the failed appeasements that paved the way for invasion. You witness the anxiety in the streets of London and Paris as the storm clouds gathered over Europe. Then, the Blitzkrieg begins. The colorized footage of the invasion of Poland is devastating. You see the fires, the rubble, and the faces of civilians caught in the crossfire. The series masterfully narrates the German strategy of lightning war, showcasing the terrifying efficiency of the panzers and the Luftwaffe. It moves on to the fall of France, a moment of profound shock for the Allies. The footage of Parisians weeping as German troops march down the Champs-Élysées is one of the most poignant and heartbreaking images of the entire war, made all the more powerful in color. As the war expands, the series takes us to every major front. We experience the brutal, freezing conditions of the Eastern Front, where the German war machine finally met its match. The vast, snow-covered landscapes of Russia, stained by the conflict, highlight the sheer scale and human cost of the battles of Stalingrad and Kursk. The colorization here is crucial. It helps us differentiate the German gray uniforms from the Soviet brown, bringing clarity to the chaotic battlefield footage. You can almost feel the biting cold and the desperation on both sides. Simultaneously, we're transported to the sweltering jungles of the Pacific. The series brilliantly captures the island-hopping campaign led by the United States against the Empire of Japan. The lush greens of the islands contrast starkly with the explosions and fire of naval battles. Footage from Pearl Harbor, now in color, is more visceral than ever. You see the orange and yellow fireballs, the black smoke billowing into a blue sky, and the metallic sheen of the sinking battleships. The series details the ferocity of battles like Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima, where the human cost was immense for every inch of ground gained. One of the most compelling aspects of World War II in color is its focus on the human element. Beyond the grand strategies and battles, it shows us life on the home front. We see women stepping into factories, the rationing, the propaganda posters in vibrant color, and the constant fear of air raids. It brings the total war concept to life, showing how the conflict touched every single person, not just the soldiers on the front lines. The personal stories, often drawn from letters and diaries, are woven throughout the narrative, reminding us that behind every statistic was a human life, full of dreams and fears. The series doesn't shy away from the darkest chapters of the war. The liberation of the concentration camps is presented with harrowing clarity. Seeing the skeletal survivors and the horrific conditions in color is a profoundly disturbing and necessary experience. It's a stark reminder of the depths of human cruelty and the ideology that fueled it. The narration handles this sensitive subject with the gravity it deserves, ensuring that we never forget the victims. As we move towards the end of the war, the momentum shifts. We witness the colossal effort of D-Day. The colorized footage of thousands of ships crossing the English Channel and soldiers storming the beaches of Normandy is simply epic. You see the green-brown of the American uniforms, the churning blue-gray water, and the chaos of the landings. The series breaks down the strategy behind the invasion and the incredible bravery it took to establish a foothold in Fortress Europe. Finally, the series covers the endgame, the race to Berlin between the Western Allies and the Soviets, the final desperate battles in the ruins of the German capital, and Hitler's ultimate demise. And in the Pacific, the series tackles the most controversial decision of the war, the dropping of the atomic bombs. The footage of the mushroom clouds over Hiroshima and Nagasaki in color is an apocalyptic sight. It's a sobering conclusion, showing the terrifying new power that humanity had unleashed, a power that would shape the post-war world for decades to come. World War II in color is more than just a history lesson. It's an immersive experience. By removing the black and white filter, it bridges the gap of time and makes the largest conflict in human history feel personal and real. It's an essential watch for anyone interested in history, and you can find many episodes on platforms like YouTube and Netflix. It makes complex global events understandable and reminds us of the incredible sacrifices made by an entire generation. Thank you so much for joining me on this look back at a truly remarkable documentary. If you found this interesting, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into history and film. Let me know in the comments what you think of colorizing historical footage. Does it enhance the experience for you? Until next time, stay curious.